Shalom. Call Haloyam La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Hakodash. Bakata Hapa, Bakata, Yahushai, Bakata Hakodash, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Hakodash. Shalom and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elder bishops and the elders in the Akim and the Akwa, or the hopeful elect. Shalom. Just wanted to go into a quick video entitled Christianity Has Tricked the Earth into Damnation. It's because, when you read the Holy Scriptures, there's no way you can read the Holy Scriptures, as I always say, in the Spirit, in the name of Yahushai, that you can read these Scriptures and come away and deduce that the laws are done away with and that the heathen are now grafted into the Holy Scriptures. The Scriptures, the Spirit, it gives you that Spirit. The Holy Spirit gives you spiritual discernment in the name of Yahushai to be able to understand and comprehend and come to the conclusion that Paul's letters are for the lost Israelites. As the Messiah said, let's go ahead and get that real quick. In Matthew, I think it's 10 and 5. And through verse 6. Matthew 10 and 5. These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles. That's the heathen. That's the heathen there. And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not. Verse 6. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Verse 7. And as ye go, speaking to the Israelites, and as ye go, preach, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. So there's no way that you can read these Holy Scriptures, and the New Testament is included, the Old and New, the whole totality and volume of the book, along with the Apocrypha. There's no way that you can read these Scriptures and say that the Messiah, Yahushua, this is in red, so that means this is the Messiah, Yahushua, speaking. There's no way you can say that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh or Yahushua, opened it up to the heathen Gentiles. It's only after the lost Israelites. And we'll get Matthew 18 and 11. Verse 11. For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost. And I like to go into this because you have to continuously speak on it, because demons, the so-called white race, and the 2/3 Israelites that are lost, so-called Blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, they have been deceived. Christianity has tricked them and the entire earth, which is going to lead them into damnation, into the lake of fire, judgment. So see right here, the NLT, which is a really great translation to put it in modern layman's terms, it's not even here. And also in Christianity's favorite version to read, the NIV. You see, because they take away from the Holy Scriptures and they add their own doctrine, which will lead them to being destroyed, as that's prophecy as well. So this place is pure wickedness and foolishness. And SOS, the Satanist Society of Satan, Babylon the Great America. So we'll go to the book of Psalms 119 and verse 89. So when you read these Scriptures, there's no way that you can take away that the commandments are done away with. The commandments is what keeps your life force, your spiritual life, healthy and intact. If not, you will deteriorate and die when the Messiah returns. You will die and dwindle away. Throughout your life, you'll wax worse and worse until the Most High put you out your misery and burn you with fire if you don't keep the commandments. All right, verse 89. We'll start at verse 88. Quicken me, that means bring me to life. Quicken me after thy loving kindness, so shall I keep the testimony of thy mouth. Let's get the translation comparison for testimony. You see, in your unfailing love, spare my life. See, because the Most High will never fail us if we do what He say and keep His laws, and have faith and keep His laws in the name of Yahushua. Then I can continue to obey your laws. See, it's all about the laws. Being alive in the laws, living a life, not live to exist, but live to live. Live a, actively lively life. Because if you're not keeping the laws to the best of your ability, then you're dying. In verse 89, forever, O Lord Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thy word is settled in heaven. See, forever. So the commandments of the Most High is the righteousness of the Most High the laws come from the heavens above, and righteousness is what is that beautifies, and perpetually, infinitely beautifies heaven. And we establish the law here in this realm as well. Verse 90, thy faithfulness is unto all generations. So what does that mean? Forever, never ending. Thou hast established the earth, and it abideth. 91, they continue this day according to thine ordinances. So what's the ordinances? The sun, the moon, and the stars in the heavens, and the clouds, and the wind, the seasons, and the years, and generations on the earth, and the earth itself, and the waters above and below. For all are thy servants. So the sun and the moon, everything I just spoke of, the constellations, the animal kingdom, the ecosystem, everything, the plant life, human life, it all are the servants of the Most High, But the only servants in the flesh are the hopeful elect in these days, and chiefly all Israel at the end, on the other side after the judgment, in the kingdom of heaven. So, 92, unless thy law had been my delights, I should then have perished in mine affliction. You see, as I said, we don't live to exist. When you live to exist, you just exist. You are an insignificant person that's not that doesn't bring any value to existence. So you live a lively life by keeping the commandments, and you meditate upon the laws, and that's your delight. Not if you don't meditate upon the law, you're meditating upon wickedness in a society that pumps nothing but wickedness throughout social media, through your phone, through your entertainment, through the phone, internet, social media, everything, right? So there's nothing wrong with sometimes using those devices and the social media, but you don't if the laws of the Most High isn't your delight, then guess what? Then the precepts of men is going to be your delight, and you're going to wax worse and worse into the day of judgment. So meditate upon the commandments of the Most High and the law, and that's how you live a lively life. And that's how you're quickened, through the meditation, through the faith in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, and also keeping and meditating and establishing the law, performing it to the best of your ability. If not, you will perish, as King David said. I believe it's King David that wrote the book of Psalms 119, because some books are not every book of Psalm is written by David, but a good majority of them are written by David, King David. Verse 93, I will never forget thy precepts, for with them thou hast quickened me. See, so the precepts of the Most High is what quickens us. And when you get that word precepts, that's another word for the commandments of the Most High. See, precepts, statute, law, statutes, and commandments. You see down here? Lets you know that that's talking about, it's going into the commandments of the Most High. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not lie, thou shalt not have no gods before the Most High. And white man Jesus is a false god. That's not the true description, and not the true depiction of the description of the Messiah in Revelations chapter 1, verse 13 through 15. Because white man Jesus is going to say with white man Jesus comes the doctrine of the laws are done away with, and the Most High loves everybody. The Most High loves everybody, and that the Most High, Son, and the Holy Spirit are one, the Trinity, which is all blasphemy, abominable, detestable, false religions of Satan. So let's get verse 93 in the New Living Translation. See, I will never forget your commandments, for by them you give me life. So that's what the word quicken means, bringing to life. You live in a lively life when you meditate upon the commandments of the Most High. And if you're not doing that, you're going to perish. Very plain to see. Proverbs 7:2, keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye. So that's how the meditation of the laws is your delight. The precepts are the delights of our mind because we're meditating upon it, and that's the delight of our life. The precepts, aka the commandments, aka the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Verse 94. Let me see, verse 94. I am thine, save me. See, because we're the bride of the Most High and Yahushua, because, and through His only begotten Son, Yahushua. The Most High will send husband unto us, but we played the harlot, going after these false gods and these heathen false gods. The heathen has not relinquished their false gods and told the Most High that they are the Most High's. No. The Most High it's not opened up to the heathen Gentiles because they can never receive that. They can never receive the Most High, but they will be ruled over by His only begotten Son and the Israelites in the kingdom of heaven in righteousness. Because they're ruled over in wickedness right now by the so-called white man under Satan. It's common sense. So let's see. Psalm 119 and 94. I am thine, save me, for I have sought thy precepts. You see, you can get that in the translation comparison. I am yours, rescue me, for I have worked hard at obeying your commandments. You see, we established the law, meaning you're working hard. You're establishing, when you establishing something, you're working on something, right? You're establishing it. You're working hard at keeping the commandments of the Most High. Because that's in Romans 3 and 31. Romans 3:31. Do we then make void the law through faith? Because faith is first and foremost, but we don't do away with the law. Yahweh forbid, that means no. Yahweh says no, we don't void the law. We don't make void the law. Yeah, we establish the law. See, so that's the establishing the law. Because King David said, what? I work hard at establishing your law, if I'm roughly paraphrasing. Let me see. Obeying, I have worked hard. I am yours, rescue me, for I have worked hard at obeying your commandments. So, we're working hard at obeying, working hard at establishing His commandments. Verse 95, the wicked have waited for me to destroy me, and that's the so-called white man chiefly with the Christianity. He created Christianity, false Christianity. Slave plantation Christianity started that way because he had the slave Bible. The thing called the slave Bible, you can look that up. And the slave Bible had majority of the Bible taken out. Only the scriptures that would keep the slaves, the Israelites, subservient to him. That's what Christianity is. It's just Satan creating a false religion to keep us in subjection into this wicked system that America has created. People they're become very foolish and don't understand it, and they're proud in their wickedness and their false understanding. You see, the wicked have waited for me to destroy me, but I will consider thy testimony. So the wicked wants to destroy us with false Christianity because they want to take our spirit and mind and soul and destroy it in false doctrines. And that way, he destroyed the mind, and the body's going to follow. It's going to follow into upholding this society and not fighting for the kingdom to come. In the NLT, the same verse, verse 95. Though the wicked hide along the way to kill me, I will quietly keep my mind on your laws. You see, it's all about the laws of the Most High in the meditation. Having the faith first and foremost, right? In the name of Yahushua. Verse 96. I have seen an end of all perfection. And that perfection ending is, what's perfect? The law is the law is perfect. And so they say the laws are done away with here. They're trying to do away with the perfection of the Most High, his laws. And over here in Babylon the Great America, I have seen an end of all perfection, but thy commandment is exceeding broad. And these holy scriptures are timeless, so you easily can apply it and are to apply it to today, because it's relevant. It's relative to today. But thy commandment is exceeding broad. See, it's all about the commandments, because they're trying to do away with the law, so that people can become filthy and degenerate and profane to the Most High and reject it, and going to lead you into the lake of fire. Verse 97, oh how love I thy law. It is my meditation all the day. So that's what it's all about. It's repeated over and over. There's no way you can read these scriptures and see that this is what you're supposed to do. That the laws are not done away with. Verse 98. Though through thy commandments hast made me wiser. Let me read that again. Thou through thy commandments hast made me wiser than mine enemies, for they are ever with me. So if you're not keeping the commandments, you're going to be foolish and unwise, and you're going to be just as ignorant and foolish as the heathen Gentile enemies of Israel, if not worse. You're going to be ruled over by them, for they are ever with me, you see. So the commandments make us as wiser than our enemies. Deuteronomy 4 and 6. When we keep the commandments, the heathen sees us. Let's just go ahead and get it. Deuteronomy 4 and 6. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. You see, because they look up to us when we keep the commandments, and they realize, they can't help but look up to us, look up at us, because we're above them. Because it's the spirit that's above the flesh. They dwell in the flesh because they don't have anything spiritual but their own carnal made man false religions, and it makes us wiser than them, because the words of the Most High is established in heaven, and He give it to us, and He allowed His words to descend into this realm, His commandments, which elevates us and makes us heavenly as well over the other nations. And when we don't keep the commandments, we put ourselves on their same level, if not even beneath them. That's why we are ruled over by them when we don't keep the commandments, because then they have the advantage, because they dwell in the flesh. They are masters of the flesh, and they dwell over us. But we're supposed to be, masters in the spirit, to be above them, under Yahweh and Yahushua, in the name of Yahushua. Okay, so Psalms 119 and where I left off at, verse 98. Okay, verse 98. Though through thy commandments hast made me wiser than mine enemies, for they are ever with me. If you say the law's done away with, then you're going to become a fool like your enemies, the heathen, and the 2/3 Israelites that follow the heathen. Verse 99. I have more understanding than all my teachers. And what's the teachers? The prophets. Moses and the prophets of the Holy Scriptures that the Most High gave the words to. I have more understanding than all my teachers, for thy testimonies are my meditation. You see, and 99 in NLT. Yes, I have more insight than my teachers, for I am always thinking of your laws. So you can only grow by meditating in the spirit, in the name of Yahushua, on the commandments of the Most High, and having faith. Because through that faith you'll grow, because you're actively meditating upon the commandments. So verse 100, let me see. Yeah. I understand more than the ancients. And the ancients is talking about the ancient prophets that wrote the Holy Scriptures through the Spirit of the Most High Power of Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua. I understand more than the ancients, because I keep thy precepts. See? Verse 100. In the NLT, I am ever wiser than my elders, for I have kept your commandments. For I have kept your commandments. See? When you break these down, it's all going to the commandments of the Most High. No other way but keeping the commandments to the best of your ability. That's how you grow and in the spirit, through your faith in the name of Yahushua. Verse 101. I have refrained my feet from every evil way, that I might keep thy word. See, in the NLT, I have refused to walk on any evil path, meaning anything that's opposite of keeping the commandments of the Most High and the laws of the Most High is evil, so that I may remain obedient to your word. And how do you be obedient to the Most High word? And what word is that? The laws of the Most High. You being obedient to what He says. You be obedient to a commandment. That's the commandments of the Most High. You know, it's not rocket science. But Christianity has tried to make it rocket science when it's not. The words are plain. The words of the words of the Most High is plain to the righteous, but stumbling blocks into the wicked. And Christianity is full of the wicked. First Thessalonians 4:1. Furthermore, then we beseech you, brethren, and exhort you by the Lord Yahushua, that as ye have received of us, how ye ought to walk and to please Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, so ye will abound more and more. See, verse 2, for ye know what commandments we gave you by the Lord Yahushua Mashiach. Excuse me. You see, it's all about the commandments. And this is in the New Testament. But ignorant, foolish Christianity people will tell you that the laws are done away with. And just speak and give their emotions and their anger and contention, that's their precepts, not the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, and not the Holy Scriptures of the Most High. But their emotions are their precepts and not the Scriptures. And then they'll take a scripture and they'll butcher it and to their own damnation. Psalms 128 and verse 1. Blessed is every one that feareth the Lord Yahweh, in the name Yahushua, that walketh in his ways. His ways are his commandments. You see, so let's see. Verse 3, 119 and verse 3. They also do no iniquity, that means sin. They walk in his ways, so his ways are his commandments. Thou hast commanded us to keep thy precepts diligently. Oh, that my ways were directed to keep thy statutes, you see. So the commandments of the Most High, laws, statutes, and commandments is our light, our guide down the path in this dark, evil, wicked world that surrounds us. So if you remove the Most High's ways, his laws, statutes, and commandments, which is the light that we walk in the name of Yahushua, then you're walking in darkness, groping at noonday, being filthy and wicked like all of the other insignificant vessels of wickedness, you know, that are defiled in this society. Matthew 15 and 14. Let them alone, they be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. So they're going to fall into a ditch because, you know, they're wicked and they're going off and they don't have any understanding. And they're thinking that you can't keep the light. You're blind when you're in the dark. You can't see anything, right? When it's pitch black. So when you remove the commandments of the Most High, you're in pitch blackness, and that makes you blind. And then you're trying to walk and guide other people. Say the law. You're trying to say that the laws, aka the light of the Most High, is done away with, and chiefly that's Yahushua. And then boom, You're going to fall into the ditch. And that ditch, I like to say, is, that ditch is going to be the lake of fire, that burneth with fire and brimstone. In Revelation chapter 19 and 19. And I saw the beast, that's America, and the kings of the earth, that's all the heathen nations that's in bed with the beast, the whore, America, Babylon the Great. And and that beast is steered by the whore, America. The beast is, represents the whole rulership of the whole power dynamic of the so-called white man. America, NATO, and the EU being steered by America. And the kings of the earth, because the kings of the earth are all merchants making money with America, the whore, and the beast. And their armies, they have the armies, and they have us in captivity, and we're destroyed underneath all of them. Gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army, talking about Yahushua. This is World War. This is when Yahushua returns, that's salvation. And then when the Most High wipes out America, in the spirit, because the whore that's set upon this beast right here, America, it gets destroyed by the missiles. And then what's left is NATO and EU with all the other armies of the earth. Because this is in the prophecy in Revelation that speaks about the beast shall hate the whore. I'm roughly paraphrasing, but NATO and EU is chiefly because they're chiefly in bed with America. NATO, EU, the Europe over there. And so the UK and all of them, they're in bed. Great Britain, they're in bed with the whore, America. And she's steering them, but they're going to begin to hate the whore because the whore, America, is steering them into all of these wars. With those little hats over there. That's over there claiming, anti this, anti. So anti-S, you can look that up. So they're hating the whore, and they're going to turn on the whore and burn her with fire. How they going to turn on her? They're going to join Russia and all of its allies and burn up America with fire. And then that beast, the beast, NATO and EU, is remaining. And the kings of the earth, that's going to Russia and all the allies that the beast joined into to take down the whore. And their armies, the militaries of all of these armies, of all of these heathen nations that's left, gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army, going into Yahushua and the host of heaven, the angels, the chief war angel, Michael, that's Daniel 12 and 1. Yahushua, chief war angel, top war angel is Michael, and the angels are going to be here in those so-called UFOs, the chariots, and they're going to try to fight against the Most High. That's why Trump was talking about creating a space force about 4 or 5 years ago, right before he went out of office the first time. He's about to enter back into it now. They created that space force. That's what that's going into, because all the armies of the earth, the heathen nations, they all have their own quote-unquote space force to try to fight in the heavens, and that's that dragon fighting in the heavens in Revelation chapter 12 against Yahushua. Let's see. So they're going to make war, but they're going to get destroyed. Verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet. And that's because around 300 AD is when the false prophet was formed, the Roman Catholic Church, Roman Catholicism. And from Roman Catholicism, all false religions came after that, because around 300 AD was Roman Catholicism. Excuse me. About 300 years later was the false Islam, the Muslim religion, around 600 AD by Muhammad, false Muhammad, right? False prophet that created that false religion. And then around, I think, 1000 AD, I think, was Judaism, if I'm not mistaken. The little hats created that. And then so now over here, the greatest daughter of Roman Catholicism is Christianity, because it's thoroughly polluted the people's minds, thinking that God is all love, Yahweh is all love, when he's not. Amos 3 and 6 through 7 says that. Romans, I think it's Amos 3 and 6. And then Isaiah 45 and 7, or Isaiah 45:17. Isaiah 40 and 15. So many precepts to prove that the Most High is not all love, right? Revelations 13, 9 through 10, etc., and so forth and so on. And all of these false denominations come from the false prophet, the Roman Catholicism, all these false religions that have, like Christianity, that has tricked the earth into damnation. This is what's going to happen unto them if they don't repent, of the Israelites. Verse 20, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. And that's going to, putting that grain of rice in your hand to be able to buy and sell and live your life. And them that worship this image of America is the image of the beast. The societal norms is the image and how the so-called white man wanted to create society. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone. You see? So that's it. It's going down. That's how Christianity has tricked the earth into damnation. So, the commandments are not done away with. So keep those, establish it to the best of your abilities. In the name of Yahweh Shai, keeping the faith first and foremost. In the name of Yahweh Shai. So with that being said, I hope this video was edifying. The waters of the Chakodash Basham. Yahweh Shai for another video. Until next video, I say, Shalom.